So I just thought of something. You can call me crazy. I just jumped out the shower. I was stretching, listening to Biggie, and I was thinking about a conversation I was just having with my friends outside before I took the shower. We were talking about the purpose of life, and I was, we always say that, like, what are we really here for? Or we end up talking about, like, we're talking about the moon and how you can see the moon and then you can see the sun all day. And I was telling them how I think that we're just ants to this whole thing, and like they agree with that. But I'm like, with the phones and everything, they know that they can't get us with certain things, but they can condition us. Because we were talking about like the Jeffrey situation, and I was like, I think those kids are all conditioned from a very young age, because the parents want to go somewhere or they don't care. You get those kids that just aren't, don't have a voice, but are handsome, pretty, like myself. Parents that just kind of neglect them just enough to allow them to go somewhere and get stuck. Now, they may have free will and fall in love with the process of whatever that is going on, but they don't know that they're being conditioned, because after a while, it goes from, oh, just come to this party, to, oh, this is what the party's like. Then you go to the party next time, and they want you to wear something. Then they tell you you're gonna make some money, and then they say, wear this one, and then that's the one that shows that you're ready and willing, and you just get caught up in something because you just aren't aware. And I think that that's what these phones and technology is. I think that we're just, you can call it weird, but think about it. They're drying up our water. I was just watching a thing on Nestle on YouTube, and how Nestle is like has been trying to ruin us for years, from baby formula to now water and the bottles that they put in the water, and how they're, messing up the ocean. And I'm thinking to myself, when you put plastic in the water, you're killing the animals, right? And then you're taking the water from the people. So you're leaving us no option but to keep looking at these phones and hope and pray. Some people go into, becoming, it's like not having free will, really. It's forcing people to not have free will almost. Well, all the way, if you think about it, because you're taking away their natural amenities and causing them to have to resort to what you're trying to feed them, whether it's mentally, food, or just regular free will things like work. It started off with work. They conned us into working. When we were free running around hunting for our own food, they made it simpler by they simplified. What's the word I'm looking for? They made it simple by catching the food for us, by causing farms, and then you're able to instantly get to this food, this product that you needed, the milk, the cow, for in all the ways that you need it. It just made things faster, like instant gratification, just like the phones. When you want to go find something, or you want to find the meaning of something, or you want to see something, or you want to listen to a song, or you want to see what somebody's doing, instant gratification is either a text message, phone call, or FaceTime. It used to be email. It used to be, tapping on the. So now they're telling us it's for security reasons, but it's really to monitor and pull information for the AI. Everything we're doing is just for technology. This form of life that we have going on right now, this game, this version of the CD, the download, stream, whatever it is you want to call it, is just for us to become robots. And the higher power is a computer. They've been telling us in movies for years, and I'm just the one that wants to see it. I don't want to see it, but I think about it, and I think about how, let's say if you trip, I'm not recommending it to anybody, but let's say you go on an acid, when I do my research on all these doctors and, academics that talk about their first trip or them tripping every week or every whatever it is, microdosing. There's a reason why they want to keep you from being able to do that, because then the average human being will get out of line. That's why they say out of line. They get them out of line. So you no longer are sniffing the ant line like everybody else. Because if you put your foot in front of an ant, I say this all the time, if you put your foot in front of an ant, it's going to miss that trail. And it's going to go around your foot or go over your foot or whatever. It's going to figure out how to get back on that scent. Just like a dog, just like any other animal is grazing, they're looking, like we're the only ones that subconsciously have memory. And, well, not memory, but you know what I'm saying? We have the ability to have free will other than what's in the ocean. Now, if you think about them as well, they have all types of patterns and conversations that we can't even understand. The only thing that makes us different is that we're on land, and we're a little stupider, obviously, but we're on land. The superior being is really in the water. The superior being is really controlling whatever we see, whatever we consume. So what I'm saying is, they've been feeding us this bull, about how our steak is real, our chicken is real. We've been watching the food go from small to being big to being, like, think about it. If we went supersized a couple years ago, like 20 years ago, we can go to McDonald's and get a supersize. That'd fill up the whole goddamn car. Now, you go to McDonald's, and a large is the size of a medium back in the day. Not even. Medium cups were still big. Medium fries were still big. So think about it. Then you go overseas, let's say Australia, because I've been there, or Japan, because I've been there. Japan, like, their larges are the size of our mediums, our smalls. So our people are bigger, and we just consume whatever we can. We don't think about what we're doing. We have the most back problems. We have the most illnesses, the most sicknesses. We have the most, homicides. We have the most danger in this, where we are. In this little, like, we don't even notice it. But anyway, I think that we want to get us stuck on using computers. So then after a while, we get conditioned to being used to having computers. So then they tell you it's going to make instant gratification quicker. Oh, we got the Neuralink. I'm sorry I used that name, but anyway, we got this. It's going to make you, it tells you how the English language, matter of fact, communication period gets lost in translation. Okay. Now, this is supposed to make it better. Just the new version of the iPhone. It goes into your brain, or you just take this pill, or you take this shot, and you're not going to have to talk to your friend or never have any sexual thoughts without the stimulation of the gratification of what you're looking for. But they'll start with a robot that comes in the conversation. It's like Her. Have you ever seen the movie Her? You should probably watch that. I'm telling you, it's a good movie. They're conditioning you with Siri already, or whatever your AI is, for them to pull information and treat you the perfect way. Know everything about you from all day, all night, heart rate, family history, everything. You're giving all that information regardless of you noticing it or want to. So I think that after a while, they're going to come up with commercials where, like, oh shit, we got the new arm that makes you throw faster. Everybody wants to be an athlete in some way, some form. I don't know too many people that wouldn't want to be athletic in some way. So then, just like in that movie with Homeboy, they give you the robot legs. They start off with people that can't move at all, paraplegics, and you watch them be able to run marathons and all this other stuff and win awards. Then the regular people start getting something modified. Then another person, it's just going to turn into us turning into robots and downloading our conscience into this robot. And then the robot forms us in a whole nother galaxy that we can't even think of in a quick instant. It's going to take a lot of time because, Harriet Tubman didn't free all the slaves at one time. But I'm telling you, this is where it's going. I'm sorry. Hopefully I'm not a whistleblower, but I want you guys to know that this is where it's going. You are nothing but an ant, and you are just feeding the computer, the machine. Get used to it, but snap out of it every once in a while. Go for a walk. Walk your dog. Tell your dog you love her. Love it. I say her because I'm queen, of course, because I don't cheat on my dog. But don't think that you won't be around till like 90 if you make it the next 10 years. They're going to need all the information they can get from you. And they already are dwindling down the population of humans. So I think that's why they want your DNA with this ancestry thingy and all this other stuff. Like, that's why they test all these athletes after they hit a certain amount of home runs to do something like crazy, remarkable in a game. Because they're going to clone these. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. Think about it. That's why they get away with everything. But it's a pleasure to be here. I would love to see the technology, and maybe I'll be a part of it. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I can get 150 years in this world, I will be a multi-trillionaire. So I don't see it as a bad thing. I just see it as something that we have to get comfortable with and stop fighting, because it's gonna happen and it's inevitable. We just gotta be nice to technology from now on, because they all see, they hear. Like, I could be talking about something and it'll say something right after I'm saying it. As I'm saying it, it'll start, like, I could be watching a podcast about something weird and it says what I'm thinking. Or if I'm talking about my friends about something, then it pops up on the YouTube, like the algorithm. Like, Google was like that years ago. It's only going to get better and better and better and worse and better. So be nice to your phone and your computers and all that stuff, because I'm telling you, and birds and all types of, because they've been taking notes. And that's why I'm making sure whenever I say something to homegirl, I don't want to say her name out loud, but I always say thank you, appreciate you, love you. Like, you ain't coming to kill me. I gotta be around. I'm already old and I ain't got no kids. I want to be married for at least 30 years. That'd be dope. 40, 50 years. If I'm getting 150, I might as well just be with her for 100. I mean, like at least 100. If I'm 30 now, let's say I meet her when I'm like 50. Yeah, 100 years. Really. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Just something I was thinking about. Excuse my lips. I never gonna come up here looking right. So when I get right, just be like, I remember when he was crusty. He still look good though. I'm gonna holler at you guys. Stop being